This video is to showcase the limited quest that is going on in the Japanese PSO2 for the 8th year anniversary. If you haven't seen my first video talking about what you can do, what you can gain out of this, upper right hand corner or in the description. But in this one, this is more on gameplay and me doing some commentary here and there. So what you want to do, go over here, over to the limited quest section. This will be in its own section. If you're still new to the game, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this right off the bat. If you can, that's great. Just make sure that you complete the minimum requirement over here, because if you're new to the game, you can't really start this quest unless you hit level 8 and you complete a certain client order. Now, the certain client order might be in reference to Coffee, so make sure you do her client orders as they pop up every now and then. After that, there's 3 other difficulties above: hard, super hard, extra hard, ultra hard. Super hard, you need to be level 40, possess a super hard license. For extra hard, level 70, possess a super hard license. And then ultra hard, level 85. Level 85. You have to be level 85 for both main and sub, and you need to possess a super hard license. So let's say you have a main class at level 85, but your sub isn't at level 85. This is not going to work. There's an exception if you're playing as a 12 Phantom Hero main. You only have one class, which is your main class. It has to be at level 85. Before we go into this quest and I start up a queue, I might need to cut away depending on how long it takes for me to get into a full MPA. You can, well, obviously if you do ultra hard, there is a high chance for a 15 star to drop. You can see that this is how many times a certain 15 star drop when you run this quest. There are some special abilities you can get as well. You can see it over here. And then enemy record, you don't really need to know about the enemy record unless you're looking for a certain one. But yeah, the problem with extra hard is that they do drop 15 stars. It's just that's not going to be as high, unlike the well, ultra hard. So if you are trying to get some of the 15 star weapons or like 15 star upgrades, you will want to do ultra hard. Now let's get this started. Make sure you have boosters. Make sure you have your team boost. Make sure you are ready. You can either go to the block that's already filled up that can spam this, or you want to do multi. Since I am premium, I'm gonna take the 20,000 because I'm also leveling this character up. I'm not gonna be the best fighter at all, mind you. I don't have the right units for it, especially if it's not geared towards like the what is it? There's certain abilities that can actually help you with limit break. I don't have those on these units. These units are more of a universal thing. This thing over here. And I think it's going to take us a while, so I will cut away until we start this quest. Alright, so just to give you guys a FYI, I decided to empty out most of my other storages here. Like the, what is it, the extra, no, the material section and my weapons, and did I clear out my units? I don't think I cleared out my units. The units, yeah, I need to toy around with these fuckers. There's a lot of them. For now, I'm just gonna put them in character storage, so you know what will drop from this quest compared to my previous one. And I will cut away after this first run, so you guys can see. I thought I put these away. Put all these fuckers away. So yeah, I got my rings still. You'll see me go through this first run as it is, and then I'm going to cut away, and then I'll spam this off screen. And then the end result, I will show you guys what drops over here, along with the equipment I have over here. I will be exchanging them for X cubes. When it comes to the Japanese PSO2, you can exchange 13 stars and 14 stars for X cubes. For the 13 star, you can get 3 X cubes. And for the 14 stars, you can get 5 X cubes. So when it comes to that first area, there's going to be 2 portals after you get teleported. You can choose the left or right. Either way, you're going to try to kill all the monsters and bosses that spawn in these 2 different areas. You will be separated into 2 teams. Depending on how the MPA is and what people decide to do, like, a lot of people could go on one side and then a few people on the other one. Doesn't matter. The thing is, they will meet up eventually. Or let's say one side decided to complete let's say one side completely kills everything on their end. They will be able to go to the other side and help them out. And then after that, you'll go to like the second area together. You'll be able to see a bunch of creatures. Some of them will be from various maps, some of them will be from episode 6. All you need to do is just kill these fuckers. And once again, I'm not doing the best in terms of like fighter gameplay. I would be using some other class, but at the same time it's like this can give a decent amount of experience. I'm spamming this because I want to try to get a bunch of rewards. And yeah, it's also a bit of good practice playing with different classes. It's just that, once again, if you get to do this on ultra hard, you need to be level 85. If you want to know about other things too when it comes to PSO2, like a fixing or how I can power level and stuff, in the Japanese PSO2, mind you, mostly it's going to be directed towards the Japanese PSO2. I have videos for that stuff. Well, fixing in general can be used for both Japanese and North America. It's just an overall broad subject. It's not like limited to one side. Also, I am playing on Expert. I will have a video explaining what Expert is, Expert matching, and why you want to unlock it and all that. I'm waiting for the moment where we get reinforcements. I think there's only 4 people on our side. Is that the reinforcements? Yeah, there's the reinforcements. This spawn in, we're at the last batch of enemies that we have to kill for this area. I hate roly-poly. Gonna stab it with a spear. So since that boss is dead, you need to kill the mob, and then once that happens, you see this teleporter, go to it, and then you'll go to the second area. This is where everyone is together, in a sense. They're still in the same map area, it's just that there's gonna be also a point where everyone's gonna split up again. And once again, if one side clears up their place and kill all the bosses and mobs, they will help the other side as well. And then you guys will be reunited to fight against the last 2 bosses of this limited quest. This is just the first half. They might swap this up again with the second half, and you would want to spam this because, one, everyone's spamming this, and most people are spamming this in the Japanese PSO2. You get a bunch of rewards from it, but once again, you may just want to accumulate points to 1,700 and then you're done. You do get 15 stars to drop though, especially the Novel. Take advantage of that. Pray to the RNG gods that you can get a Novel so you can easily make a Liberate weapon. Oh yeah, one little gimmick I should emphasize on when it comes to this second map. The machine guns, those things over there, yeah, they actually do a shit ton of damage. A lot more damage than the regular guns. They're hitting in like the 6 digits and 5 digits. And I hate this thing. Why aren't you dead yet? Who's not on a machine gun? Oh well. I was about to demonstrate what the machine gun damage looks like, but yeah, wait. Did everyone go on this side? Let's see, how many people are here? Let me use my fist weapon for this. Nope, hate them lasers. What the f— Honestly, this thing looks so— I mean, the design's okay, but at the same time, I feel like it's a dumb tank. Because it's just so bulky and thick that I can just punch it with ease and not worry about as much. Hell, it's not even that aggressive. Like, the demon over there is aggressive. Well, unless you freeze him up and, like, immobilize him. But yeah, like, that big, bulky tank thing, it's kind of, like, predictable because it's big and bulky. Not having any issue with the design and stuff, it's just that, yeah. Big, bulky stuff equals you can hit it. You can hit it a lot easier compared to like something skinny. and small. So yeah, on this side, this is Aprigina, aka Apprentice, for episode 5. The other side will have Loser. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it. There's those machine guns up there too. You just need to destroy the enemy defenses up there. And then there's gonna be this teleporter to teleport us to the other side. We're gonna go help them out. Help them take out Loser. But they should be able to clear it. Yeah, it looks like Loser's the only one left. You got the machine guns up there helping out. And then once you are done, you go to this one, and then now you go to the middle ship, and you fight against these two particular bosses. I cannot say any more because, yeah, spoilers. You do want to fight against them because if you're trying to get what is it, the Puros still and the, actually no, excuse me, Gen still and the Gen Puros, you need mats from these two. Especially for the still. Alright, she's dead. Then we fight against this guy. Oh yeah, pay attention to the upper right too. This is the resonance thing. You had to kill both of them roughly around the same time, or one of them is going to get a huge power up. It's not that bad, depending on your units and oh god, I almost died from that. But yeah, make sure you beat both of them. After that, make sure you have your rare drop rate boost on. Should have it on you already. And then you break this crystal, and then you get a bunch of drops. Some of them will be 12 star, 10 stars, some will be 11 star. Thought it was like 11 star. Nope. And then there are some units. Now I'm going to spam this off screen and I'll show you guys the end results in terms of what I can get. Now, when it comes to that first area too, before you split off, the maps will be different. I think there's like 4 different maps that you can fight in, or maybe 6. I don't know, but it's different every time you do this limited quest. Or it might be the same one. It's, once again, RNG. So I'll see you guys in a few seconds, minutes. I guess I'm gonna record this one because I hate this stage, because there's fucking lasers. I don't care how high of a defense you have, those lasers will hurt you. You want to avoid those because they can insta-kill you too. So try to kite. Yeah, that. Actually, since I'm in 12, it's like, it's not that bad. Okay, yeah, now it's bad. But yeah, even then, even if you have like a very tanky thing, this thing will hurt you. Lasers will hurt you. If you're very fucking squishy, guess what those lasers would do to you? They would chew you up and eat you out. So if you can time the dodge correctly, you can live through it. If you suck at it, then just try to jump above it, and you saw that I failed miserably with this thing. But yeah, this is usually on the left side, so avoid the left side if you don't want to deal with lasers. But then again, if this is one of the stages, yeah, like, that person right there died. We're fucking late. Oh yeah, I forgot. These are a thing. Like, I'm playing as a 12, so it's like, yeah, I'm kind of tanky, so I don't need to worry about those lasers as much. Once again, moral of this story in this stage, fuck lasers. Avoid them. Actually, no, don't fucking, please do not fuck lasers, that's weird. So in this split, once again, this is the second half. You either go to the right or left. I went to the right in my past one, so I'm gonna go to the left on this one. It's gonna show you 2 episode 5, well, 1 episode 5 boss and this thing over here. This is the cockatrix. Yes, it's a fucking bird, chicken, hybrid, abomination, whatever you want to call it, or cockatrix. That should be the proper mythical name for it, yeah. And then you fight against this thing. This is episode 6 boss. This thing moves around a lot. I don't like it. Especially when our Armada was a thing. Yeah, he was like one of the mini bosses you had to go through. Hate this guy. But yeah, once you kill him, you can go. Well, some people are already going forward. You want to destroy those things so you can get the machine gun. What you want to do is go over here. You want to kill these mobs. Oh wait, no, wrong buttons. And then once you do that, hey, look, there's a mega loser. Calling it a mega loser sounds really lame. No, a mega angel. Fowl's angel. Although I still call him loser. A Fowl's loser. Fowl's angel loser. And once you do that, you can go to the other side. It looks like they're taking care of Aprigina right now. And then once you defeat Aprigina and the mobs, that will happen. I haven't turned in a bunch of the units. I have been turning in the 13 star and 14 star weapons. Once again, I've been trading it in. For X cubes over here, you can trade in 12 star units as well. I will do it for these. I'm going to keep this one just because I have an apprentice, so I could try to make a soul catalyst. So I'm going to trade these two in. I get like 3 X cubes from that. I would not hold on to these as if you need to, you can. They have a special ability factor of a grade 6, so power 6, power 6. What the? I can't remember the damn thingies off the top of my head. What do you give? What was it? Power 6? Yeah, power 6. I want to make sure it was power 6, not power 4. But you can get power 6, you can get shoot 6, or technique 6. It's just that it depends on what the type is. So if it's a rifle launcher, TMGs, it will be designated towards the shoot 6. Melee attack weapons, dual saber, dual blades, twin daggers, wired lances, partisans, swords, etc. Power 6. And then magic weapons like wand, talus, rod, that would be technique 6. But I'm going to trade this all in. If you do plan to keep a dim weapon for the SAF, go for the 8 slot one. So you don't need to worry about trying to upslide it to an 8 slot. Then you can trade in these units. Now these units, they do drop a grade 6 stamina or spirita, like this thing right here. However, you cannot transfer this stamina 6 even if you have multiple copies. I'm going to keep it though because I got spirita 3 and I can try to upslot that to a 6 slot spirita 3 and then toy around with that. But yeah, I would not hold on to these. Could you sell them? It's questionable. I mean, there will most likely be some way to try to get it to transfer, but if it's not SAF, it's gonna be hard to transfer that that grade 6 ability that's already stuck on a unit. And I gotta do anything with that one. I'm gonna go here to the unteching. If you don't know much about unteching, why you want to do it, a Brian corner in the description too. I am making a weapon playlist 101 video stuff. Oh yeah, let me show what can drop over here. Oh man, it did not drop any of the modules. That sucks. So I'm gonna go over here, untech it. You will get a lot of XQs just by spamming this. And once again, if you haven't seen the first half of my video explaining why you will want to do this and the rewards and the free stuff and the things you can try to aim for in Japanese PSO2, go ahead and check that video out. So I'm going to trade in most of these. Once again, you might want to hold on to some of them, like the Justice, for example. You can use that to try to upgrade into Atlas EX. There's this as well, which will be needed to make a light stream. But I'm just going to trade it all in because I already got some of these materials. I can't get another Atlas EX because I don't have the stone for it anymore. I already used up all my stones. For these, once again, you can keep the 8 slot ones. I'm going to trade most of them in. And then I could trade in a couple units. I guess I can. Just depends on which ones I want to trade in. Useless. It has a glare, but you can get a lot of those. I might want to make a separate storage and just have them in bulk and just have it sitting in my one storage. But yeah, I'm just gonna do that. And you can see that I just gained 229 X cubes just from spamming at least 3 of these limited quests. What can you do with those X cubes? You go to the X cube shop and you can trade it in for various little things. But yeah. Not only that, let me check my points. 1,400. So I need 300 more points to get to 1,700. And when it comes to the medals, I have 400 of these. Now, trigger will drop from this. I forgot to mention this. And since I'm going to storage, I might as well show you the other thing. So the module that will drop from here will be these two over here. Because you're fighting against those two end game. And the two bosses you fight at the end of the limited quest, they drop these two. You need to get this from doing the... What is it? The divide quest, which I will make a video for. You can buy this off of the market. Just note that it's going to cost a good chunk of it, especially if you're trying to upgrade into a still. And also, since I was over here, I was talking about something. What was it? It'll come back to me if I remember. So you go over here, you talk to this guy. To get the Puros, you will need to get the certain stuff. You need the green crystal and the fragments. Pure photons are ultimate boosted. Then to get from the Puros to a still, you'll need those modules. Alright, so the thing I was going to talk about was this trigger over here. This can drop when you spam the limited quest. This can drop a lot more medals at the end of your run. When it comes to your one run on ultra hard, it will roughly give you around like 20 to maybe 25, even 30 8th year anniversary badges. However, this trigger can double that, so you can get roughly around like 60 to 80. The thing is though, this will be a 4-man party trigger. You will not have a full MPA. It will not be 12-12, it will be 4. So you can use this with a bunch of your close pals, so you can farm this thing, and it might have a higher drop rate when it comes to 15 stars. That's just me stating a what if. I don't know if it is entirely true, but you can use this trigger if you get your hands on it. I think you could sell this as well. And yeah, this actually costs a good, what, 1,300,000. So if you want to put it on the market and have people buy it, easy money as well. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any question, comment, concerns, leave it down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.